Wildcats win at 76-54. Time for the Sean Miller postgame interview. Coach, congratulations. Excellent win. Great way to close out this brief homestand, and just looked like your guys were having fun today.
You know, I really felt like Oregon being able to get through that game and getting a new feel of how things are going to work, you know, minus Brandon, who's been so important to our team. Like we talked about, it doesn't work itself out all at once, but today we had more confidence. We had more continuity on offense, and we're learning that defensively, minus somebody as long as Brandon is around the basket, there are a few things that we have to do better. But all things considered, if you out-rebound the team like Oregon State, who's big and physical, and they do that well, 39-24, 15 second shots, and I'm telling you, Oregon State is the best team in our conference of not giving up second shots. And then the fact we held them to only 4 second shots, our rebounding regained its form, and that's what we had talked a lot about over the last couple days. Our goal in today's game was to play with 8 turnovers or less, and the fact that we had 15 assists and 8 turnovers. If we take care of the ball and rebound like that on offense and defense, that's when we're at our best. And you know, it was great to see Jordan Mays come in. Thought he gave us a big spark. It was great to see him shoot the ball and make a 3, 6 for 6 from the foul line. His defense is always intact, but as you look at us, I think our depth in figuring out kind of how we're going to go about this, we're moving in the right direction.
So I would gather you're saying that that rotation could expand here?
Yeah, you know, I think for us, we're not going to play anybody unless it's going to help our team win. And I think from their perspective, they have to carve out a role that's going to make sense for us. But just watching with Jordan's experience, I thought although Elliott missed a few open shots, I'm glad he took them. And he did some really good things on defense. At one point, he was guarding Moreland. And, you know, Elliott is a smart kid. He's tough-minded. And you could kind of see that out there. There wasn't a big drop-off at all when he was in on defense. And that was, again, good to see.
Going back to the middle of the first half, it just seemed like Aaron Gordon and Rondae Hollis-Jefferson became kind of the spark plugs there. In particular, like you talked about on the offensive glass, getting second shots, and some of them they put in, some of them getting the ball back to their teammates.
Right. If you look at their stat line, Rondae and Aaron combined 14 for 25 from the floor, 4 for 6 from the line. They combined for 10 rebounds and 33 points, 4 assists and 3 turnovers, 3 steals, 1 block. So if you think about their 60 minutes that they played, they were very, very productive. And, you know, some other guys did a pretty good job, 7 rebounds and 8 points for Caleb. You know, I thought once TJ settled in and got through maybe the first 8 minutes of the game, he really regained his form and played an excellent game. 6 assists, 1 turnover, played some real good defense. And Nick, as always, did a great job defensively. Was in some foul trouble, and we have to be careful, you know, getting a guy their 3rd foul before the half. We don't have as much room for error now, so we elected to sit him in tonight's game. But that's a big part of our defense, learning how to continue to play hard but not foul.
Talk about the defense maybe in particular on Roberto Nelson tonight, between Nick and TJ and whoever guarded him. I mean, just keeping the conference's leading score to 10 points had to be a big factor.
Our defense was very good at halftime. The one thing we talked about is we knew that Roberto Nelson would be even more aggressive in the second half. And there are times where we've done a real good job in one half, and yet the second half, these scorers, they come out hungry and determined to score in that second half. But we did a good job as a team. Nick was a big part of it, but TJ guarded him some, and Rondae. And our defense was intact all the way around. That's why we won the game by the margin that we did. Today was a good performance.
All right. Rivalry game Friday night up in Tempe. Seen them once, of course. They were without one of their better players. They're back at full strength. Is Arizona State playing pretty good basketball right now?
You know, they are, and we have a week to prepare. It's so much more important for us to have 4 or 5 good days leading into Friday's game than it is the game right now. And we'll deal with that here this week.
All right. Congratulations, Coach. See you
Thank
Friday.
you.
Head coach Sean Miller here, courtside at McHale Center, where the Wildcats beat the Oregon State Beavers 76-54.